Welcome, everyone, to another Director's Cut. It is John, and this one is a special one. I really enjoyed this video, especially the making of it. We were done for the day. We were headed back. I was headed to drop my friend Ray Ray off, and we just saw this as we were driving down the road and said, let's pull in and check it out. And we pulled in and saw this really cool old vintage hotel. And the man who lived next door to it, which happened to be the owner of this place, came out and asked if he could help us. We said, we were just really curious. This place looked awesome. We wanted to take some pictures and stuff. And then kind of told him what we did. And he said, hey, help yourself. Just be careful. Don't get hurt. Film all of it you want. And it was really awesome. He let us just roam this property, have full access. And the cool thing about it was this was his dad's motel. His dad built this motel in the 50s because this highway, before the interstate system came in, this was how you got from DC to Knoxville. Like if you were headed basically anywhere south from Washington, DC, you passed through this town. And a lot of people stayed here. A lot of politicians, different people would stay here, traveling to and fro. People vacationing, headed to Florida, headed to Gatlinburg. This would be a good stop-off point. And, in its heyday, this was a booming motel. Now, you can see it's after the interstate system come in, it just, business got slower and slower, and they couldn't keep up with the renovations. And now it's fallen to disrepair. But it was really cool to get to document this place. The gentleman we spoke to was an elderly man, late in his years. So I imagine once he's gone and left this world, somebody will probably get this place that would tear it down and develop something else, or just tear it down. Because it's not really, in my opinion, I don't think it could be salvaged because of all the roof damage and all the damage to the walls inside. You can see just all over the place. It's just the ceiling's falling in. It's falling apart. But regardless, super cool place. It's frozen in time too. You see the furniture, the fixtures, the wall. Look at that wallpaper. Come on, that's freaking incredible, man. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to film. I was, of course, with my friend Ray Ray, the Explorer, and look at that mattress. That's so cool. That's just really, this place is frozen in time. It seems very 70s, and that would have been about when the interstate systems opened up through out East Tennessee. Somewhere in the 70s, people started using this less and less. And now it's, no more. This motel is no longer available to sleep in. But I bet that is a neat place to take a sleep and a slumber back in its day. Now see this room here, look at the whole ceiling is falling in. And you can see the actual roof itself is starting to collapse into it. But that chair was cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, wasper's nest. My legs hurt. Yeah, I've been stung by many times in my life. Thank goodness I'm not allergic. Oh my god, that shag carpet. I haven't watched this since I posted this video, like over 2 years ago. So it's like all these memories are coming back. But man, that carpet. President Bush will not fail. And that's Bush the first. Bush Sr. when he was president. But yeah. I think the guy said it closed. They finally just closed the doors in like the mid 90s, like 94, 95, if I'm not mistaken. Because the amount of people staying there just wasn't paying for just the upkeep. So it just didn't make feasible sense anymore to keep it open. They couldn't keep up with repairs and utilities and all that. So, but anyways, with that being said, oh yeah, I remember what we found in this office now. It was really cool. And just look at that layout. There's a whole bunch of matchbooks on there, and I don't know what I did with mine. I went to the guy and I was like, "Can I buy one of these from you?" And he says, "You can have it." And I kept one for the longest time. I don't know whatever happened to it. Oh, the old room keys, man! Look at that. It's awesome. I love it. You know, it's so nostalgic and old school. You hardly ever get a key to a room anymore. It's always a card. Which, I mean, it makes sense, you know. They don't have to keep up with all these keys and all that stuff. See, this is them trying to sell gold cards, you know, the credit cards, as people still do today. But you could sell this credit card and you get a commission from the credit card companies for getting someone to sign up. And it's a way a lot of businesses was trying to make extra money back in the day, and it's still to this day. I think they still run those programs. But yeah, look at that back office just destroyed. But it was so neat. It was so neat getting to explore this place. Now that door had like an axe chopped hole in it, like on The Shining. I didn't notice that then. I just now figured that out. If you rewind a little, you'll see the door into that back room. Looks like it's been chopped up with an axe. And I could see Jack Nicholson sticking his head through there. Here's Johnny. Look at that, man. Just overgrown. Nature's taking over. Abandoned places is, you know, one of my favorite. It's hard to do anymore because of legalities, you know. But like this one, places like this, I'll film all day if I can get some sort of permission, or if it's just kind of wide open. There's a restaurant down there. It was locked up. And then there's this house that was his dad's house. Now, he said he didn't give us permission to go inside. He's like, "Don't go inside. The floors are falling through. But you can walk around and check it out." And this is where this is his dad's house. It was his house for a while, but he built a newer one behind it, a nice newer house, probably in the 70s. But this house has been set and abandoned ever since his dad passed away. But we do, I think we walk up on the porch here and take a peek inside what we can. Yeah, there we go. Cool house, but you can see like it's not in very good shape and kind of dangerous inside. But nevertheless, it's beautiful. And there you can see inside. It looks pretty good in there. Probably would have been fine, but you also see the floors are sagging and not very even. And sometimes you have the supports underneath aren't very good, and it can lead to you falling through the floor and breaking a leg. And that's something I don't want to do. So you see there's a hole in the ceiling and the floor is gone in there, pretty much. I mean, it's still there, but like I know I'd fall through that. Underneath that, I would definitely fall through. It's hard to tell with the glare. I think there was a big hole in the floor there. So yeah, not very sturdy. Nothing inside, just was able to see pretty much all. Here's the back of the house. This has just kind of become a storage pile for stuff. And there's an open window there that we peek inside of. Look at all those hay bales. Oh, I forgot. He stored hay in there. That's not the first house I've seen that someone stored hay in. But this is it. This is a short but sweet one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this director's cut. I didn't say it in the beginning like I normally do, but if you haven't seen this video, I encourage you to go watch the original. I'll link it down below in the description. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching these. I hope you enjoy them. A lot of you seem to really enjoy these director's cuts, and I want to keep doing them. And I thank you for being here, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.